Hold it ready.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here we go.
From the 25, here's a second down and 4. They go quickly here out to Moore. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Patriots had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 40-yard line. 70 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. But you look at this defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Cunningham. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's a court. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Room past the 35. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Off the play fake. Hooker. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Thunderbirds use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Out of the end zone with it is Homer. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one, and it's 3rd down and 2. But you look at this defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go with Jacobs, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Cougar 19! Hurry, hurry!
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. The Cunningham's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Got it. Ready?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand.
Here we go. Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Thunderbirds.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They go play action here on 1st down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again. Hooker. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to throw again. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Thunderbirds 14. Patriots nothing.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Out of the end zone with it is Homer. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with
both of these coaching staffs feverishly
Sports
making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Back to throw. Hooker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw on third down. Hooker. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
On first down, it's Cunningham. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Cunningham looking to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Hey, smash Bronco.
The slot man in motion right.
Ready?
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Brought him down. An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now a first down throw. Cunningham over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Running the toss here to Jacobs. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Out left and complete to Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way down to the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Open man is Higgins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Then he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Come on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And running right out of bounds. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Lions. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
Off play action. Hooker out. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Here's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Hooker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting out. They get the sack on first down. And a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, they do pop.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Now Ryland for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.